It's funny, people see the notification, they tap in. You know, me, I'm just doing a little walk. Got a little walk going today. So, different kind of day. You know, supposed to be in the 50s, 60s, or like 60s in general today. And because of that, we'll see. You know, let me take this out. Got my headphones in. You know, little shocks. What do you call this? Excuse me, bone conduction. I had that bone conduction headphone. But what's going on, world? It's another live chat. Got the Gatorade with me. The Raid, whatever flavor that is. Hold on. Fruit punch. Supposed to go live last night. You know, it's interesting, man. I look forward to these more. The in-person, you know, just showing my face live chats. I like these a little more. And simply because more interactive. A lot more interactive to do these. Do these. Brawley Games, if you don't know. If you don't know Brawley Games, look that dude up. Get you some workout tips. Let me check my messages. Nada. Ooh, little rabbit. I actually woke up 5 a.m. today. And then I was just like on my phone, like listening to some, not some podcasts, but a couple of clips here and there. I was checking it out, playing it in the background. And then I had, after checking it out, I kind of went back to sleep and like I was looking up, should I go check out the sunset? The sunrise, which would have been around 7 a.m. But I ended up falling back asleep, and my body was like, yeah, you woke up early. You also went to sleep late. So I went to sleep around 1 or 2. Like my body kind of just knew, like, you don't need to be doing this right now. You should be going to rest. And I'm getting better at that, man. I feel like there's a piece of me that, like, I will say last night around 2 a.m. So first of all, from like, I don't know, 11 to 12ish, I'm tapping in with a ASMR channel that I was watching last night, and it was interesting because, you know, the lady had good energy, and I actually passed out during the live. Sophie, how you doing? And I passed out in the middle of her live, but she was doing ASMR stuff. And then I went to go check out my guy Solarian. I was going back and forth. I was watching him play. I always forget the name of the game. But the RPG games he plays. Oh, I can't even translate that. Sophie. I don't even know what you're saying right now. Couldn't even tell you. But now I passed out like for like a good minute or two, 5 minutes, who knows, in the middle of her live, and I went to go check out Solarian. I don't know what that means. I can't understand what you're writing, so sorry about that. Checking out Solarian. Then afterwards, I went to what's it called? I tried to pass out, and I was just sitting there, and it felt like it's damn near 2 a.m. Do you want to go outside and record? That's what I'm thinking. Just walk up the street, start recording a bit. You know, I wasn't really sure. So then it's weird because my body kind of just knew, like, do you want to get up right now? I mean, I don't know what that means either, man. I don't know what you're saying either. Well, like I said, my body was like, it felt like I needed to do something. Because yesterday I did my live kind of afternoonish. And then I was able to meet up with my friend yesterday. So when I met up with my friend, me and her were, what do you call this? Co-workers of the homie who passed away. So my friend who passed away, we decided to just, you know, get something to eat and kind of just honor his name a little bit, talk some stories about him. And that's how that was. But when I got home, for whatever reason, I wasn't like exhausted or nothing. But I was just kind of like, I'm done. I'm just like, I need to just chill out for a second. There's not much more to do. And I thought about it, I was like, maybe I'll go on live with the gaming. Body didn't feel right. So I ended up, kind of just following up with people. Because yesterday I ended up just, telling people, my guy Dante was on the live. So I was like, I'm going to tap in with you in, real life. And then my other friend, I had reached out to her. I hadn't talked to her in a long time. And, I remember she was pregnant last time I hung out with her. So then I called and was like, what's going on with the baby? How'd that go? And it was really good news to hear that her baby came out healthy. And this is like right after hearing that, my friend had the situation where the baby didn't come out healthy. So for him to go through that situation, and then for me to kind of like hear someone else say that their baby came out healthy, and like I think it was 4 months ago. So last time I seen her was the summer, and because it was summertime, here, let me put this down. Because it was summertime, I haven't, I didn't see her. We kept in touch, but not really. I need something to drink, and like, oh shoot. So for her to tell me that was like a refreshing thing. I had Gatorade hell. Damn, I don't know how I feel about this. So I was able to call. I was calling people, but also I was calling people back. It was a nice little, I was playing like Pokemon Fire Red in the background, but I was handling these phone calls, so that was kind of good, and it was nice, man. I was able to game a little bit, you know. I was able to just game a little bit and then stay on the phone with some people, and some people the conversation was kind of like either or. Oh shoot. Some people were down and out. Some people were kind of just going through the motions. Um, but the more I chop it up with people, the more I check in with them, I kind of realize how much everyone is just figuring stuff out. We're getting our bearings right or whatever. We're getting shit situated. Things are going good. I might try. I don't know. Should I do it today? Thought about doing it today. I'm gonna reserve that live for the mornings. I might do it later. We'll see. I was gonna walk all the way down to the lake. I still might do it, but see, the issue is when I start walking through like the little nicer areas, the connection starts to be a little iffy. So there's certain spots where there's better connection, it's better, less spottiness, pretty much. So I'm just going to my usual spots, going to the usual, you know, area where I sit down at. But no, yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about it yesterday. I was like, I talked to, my friend in person, chopped it up with her before she went back to working because she does like Uber. And then we kind of had food and was reminiscing about our friend who got murdered. And then went home. I don't remember what I did when I got home exactly, but kind of just settled in. And then got on the phone with I'm trying to do the math here, like one, two, three, at least four people, 3.5 people. I say half because some people were busy and they're like, let me call you back. And the other people, I was like, let me call you back sometime this week or later down the line because I got other people reaching out to me right now. So it was just really nice to catch up with people, man. It's one of those kind of days. And it's really interesting because it was all around the same time of over here we started getting this good weather. Like I don't know if you saw yesterday, it was really sunny and warm outside, and I was hella warm. I was just hella warm walking around. So it's hella warm. I'm walking around, sun outside, but I'm over here trying to contemplate and just understand why my friend was murdered, shit like that. So there's a weird kind of melancholy while the weather started warming up. Like even today, I don't have my extra jacket with me. I just got just a hoodie on and a beanie. So it's one of those situations where I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Damn, it's busy over here. I'm gonna sit over here. You know, we'll see. Let me sit right here. You post stuff right here. Something like this. Something like this. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. It was what it was. I got the Hunter beanie. Had to bring that back. You feel me? So it was a really yeah, it was a melancholy kind of day. And then part of me like later in the afternoon, towards the end of the live, I was kind of motivated to just sit there and what was I gonna say? Hop on live with the Beyblade stuff because it was such good reception, such good connectivity. But I ended up just hanging out with my friend until like later in the afternoon. We just chopped it up for a while and just kind of hung out. It was good. It was fun. And then on top of that, it was like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm over here over contemplating, but I will say if just sound advice because again, a lot of stuff is like you gotta understand everything I'm doing is one to put my hours in for the YouTube stuff, and if it's not that, I understand that what I'm doing and what I'm saying is being cemented. I mean, for lack of a better term, is being cemented into the it's a digital footprint, if you will. It's a digital footprint. So I want to reel things back and just let people know like this is just me hashing things out loud and also real time. I'm okay with the vulnerability of doing that. I'm cool with that shit. I like doing that shit because I like being honest with myself, just honest out loud. But yeah, man, you got to be honest with how you're feeling on certain days. You got to be honest with like, are you doing if you're not doing okay, don't force it. And it's like I probably again like I don't know what I'm grieving and what I'm not grieving. You know what I'm saying? I don't really understand a lot of it. I don't quite understand a lot of it right now. It's just all kind of happening. Like there's a piece of me that my friend that passed away that was murdered. It was like I understand a lot of his personality and the type of person he was. Where it's like one, he wasn't going to back down from a fight. Like he'll take an ass whooping, like proudly take an ass whooping as long as he stands up for himself, which is like it's some G shit. But at the same time, like he would always put himself in situations he didn't need to be in at the same time. So he was one of those like he was quick to get down, but he was also quick to start some shit, spark some shit, and just like get some shit rolling that wasn't really necessary. But that's the type of time he was on. That's just the type of time he was on. So who he was, you know, and we love him for that. But it's just kind of crazy. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Dude had I say this all the time, man. It's like I was saying this all day, every day. I was basically talking to everyone on the phone, and it's crazy because there's a few people I called, before I went on live. Like I called hella different numbers. I called my friend, and we all worked on the same floor, you know, similar departments, but just more or less on the same floor, same area. And then one of my friends, he actually still works at the same place that I quit. So I called this dude, called him, and was like, hold on, let me check something real quick. That way, there's no disturbances. But yeah, I called that dude, and then he didn't pick up. So then I just started walking around. I ended up jumping on live and everything. Started jumping on live and just chopping it up with whoever showed up in the live. And then dude called me like 3 times, but he just kept getting sent straight to voicemail. And then meanwhile, my friend called me during the live too. And with that whole situation, like we ended up just meeting up later in the day. So it's really interesting, man. It's like when I finally got off live and I charged up my phone, hung out with my other friend, my homegirl, and then went back home because I was just like, bro, let me call you when it's a better time, like maybe later tonight, something. and I forgot he had switched his hours from like 3:30 to 4:30. Pretty much he leaves like an hour later now because he got a different schedule. But I called that dude. I'm not even gonna say his name, but I called him, and he was one of the coolest guys that I worked with. It's really interesting because when I was gonna leave, before I was gonna leave, there was like an old guy that we worked with, and he wasn't good for shit. To be honest, like he was a terrible person to work with, and lazy person to work with, and all you can say he's old and all this stuff. It's just true. True, it's like he is old, but it's like he just didn't want to do his job. Like he was actually really lazy and didn't want to do his job, which was really sad. Let me get a different backdrop. Let me switch it up. Let me switch it up. Get a different backdrop. A little better right here. A little more lighting and whatnot. It's like wet. No, it ain't that wet. Cause it's like we get hella rain up here, so I was a little worried. But no, I called him finally. I said, "Is it a bad time?" And then we're talking. He's like, "Man, I already know what you're gonna call me about." He's, "I ain't seen you in a while, but I already know what you're gonna call and talk to me about." I was like, "Man, all right, you tell me what you think I'm gonna say." Start bringing up our dead friend. We start talking about him. What is this right here? I don't even know what this is. We start talking about him, and he's like, "Yeah, I was just thinking about it the whole day. It was just on my mind the whole day when I'm working." And I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy. You know, he's born in '87, so he would have been about 38 if he made it to the middle of this year, he would have been 38." He said, "Yeah, that got me thinking because I'm like, I'm." He said he was born '88. He's about 30, 36, 37 also. So it's pretty young for someone to get, to die, realistically. But yeah, it's crazy to think about, and it's just kind of sad because my homie was a guy at work. He was just thinking about it the whole time. He was just thinking about it. It was just on his mind. So it kind of made me sad that he was like thinking about it that way. So him and another older gentleman who's like kind of in his late 50s, they were sitting there just chopping it up about it. He's like, "Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like one day you're here, one day you're gone. Just like that." And it hit the 50-year-old, the 56-year-old man a little different because the dude's like at least half his age, damn near. So he's over here just thinking about it. But we just kind of talked a bit about mortality and the grief about it. And the thing about my friend that I was on the phone with, he was in the same department. So like I said, my friend that had passed away, he was we started around, me and him started around the same time in 2019. Started that job at the same time, and he was in the same department as my friend that I was on the phone with. So he was like, "Yeah, all these people in the workplace are basically talking about, oh, we think he overdosed. We think it was a drug related thing." And I'm like, it's crazy because the person who told me the information was actually like this. She's a union worker, and she actually worked alongside with the guy who passed away. Worked with his cousin, and the cousin gave her all the details, and then she gave me the specific details. If that makes sense. So it's a lot of he say she say, but we're getting it from direct sources, and we're not doing this whole, we're not doing that whole oh, let's just assume that based on his character he probably overdosed and he was like, oh, probably drunk. Like, nobody was thinking of doing stuff like that. Nobody was doing that. I mean, I'm sorry, they were doing that, but like no one around my way or no one like me was gonna be doing nothing like that. You understand? So it's crazy, man. It's a little crazy. It's funny. Every time I rock the beanie, nobody fuck with the lives. And be trolls that pop in too. Like, but I'm not saying nothing against Sophie or Aminze or whatever. But yeah, nah. It's really interesting, man. It's really interesting shit. So I don't know what to make of it. It's like a thing where like I'm happy I left the job because like if let's say I was still there for a month, I would have crashed out on somebody, or I would have just pulled them to the side and just start swinging type shit. And it's funny because I was talking to my other friend later in the night, the one that had the baby, and she was like, "You always ready to throw hands?" I was like, "Not necessarily. Like I'm chill, but there's like certain things that are worth defending and fighting over, and this isn't it. That's why I left." I was telling her, I was like, "This is why I left the job because some things aren't worth fighting over." But anyway, just hearing that like those people in that department were just already assuming that it was an overdose and like all this, you know, they were judging his character like, yeah, he was a drug user or something like that. I was like, man, I'm happy I'm not there. I'm happy it's been a month since I've been there because I'd have crashed out easy. Shit would have caught me at the wrong time, easy. And fuck them. Like you don't. every little thing, like every little slight comment and jab that people think that they can take at whether it be my friends or my community, like it really gets under my skin right now. Somebody could say something to me, I might think about it the next day, but when it should be happening in the moment and I hear stuff like that, and mind you, like we're on the phone and that's what my friend is saying. He's like, yeah, everyone, people in the department are saying these things. They're saying shit like, oh, maybe he was overdosed. Like, that shit is crazy. It's like, why would you think that way? Like, you got to think in terms of condolences first, you know. But regardless whether that was the truth or not, he's passed away. He's no longer with us, I guess. So it's like it's something for me to kind of sit with, and that's like I realized it was kind of just festering the other day. Like it was kind of just sitting there, and I was like, yeah, I can't even force myself to get up and get on live, really. So I'm gonna just go ahead and sit on it. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna sit on, drink some water or whatever. I'm gonna just sit on it because I don't know. And like I said, my friend Dante, who popped in on the live, was like, yeah, man, just feel the feels. Just let it be whatever it is, whatever you need it to be. Just let it be. And that was I still have a hard time grasping that because I don't know what it's supposed to be or what it's supposed to feel like. Pause. But yeah, man, it's a trip. It's a trip. It's just like and I guess here's another thing. So I wasn't I personally never felt that close to him, because it's like you ever with like somebody that is constantly like they got people around like coworkers and girls around like they always got to kind of lie. I'm not saying that he would always lie to kick it, but he would just exaggerate shit or just get his energy would get more animated and extra out when like there's more people around. Like he would just kind of show out, just kind of save some face and like make some friends. Like he was kind of like that. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to downplay the man in his death, but I want to be honest about who he was as an individual and going the hell on with that shit, man. Like a loud ass truck. That's crazy. Nothing can be done about it though, man. That's construction related shit. But no, he would always be kind of like extra out and just pretend to be a little more than who he actually was. I'm like, I get it, man. You doing it in front of the hose or whatever. And man, my thing was like, I remember somebody yesterday in the afternoon had shot me a text, and it was someone that I was like kind of beefing. I ain't gonna say beefing with, but they made it a thing to like when all these fake ass rumors start spreading around about me in the workplace. They made it a thing to ignore me and then basically also kind of ghost me every day and like shun me every day and treat me a certain way every day. So I was like, well, damn, this can't be helped. This is one of these people that, for whatever reason, a rumor got to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I say this all the time. There was a crew of people that I worked with, and my friend that got murdered, he was part of that same crew, and we all worked on the weekend. And it's funny because we would all just be looking out for each other. There were some days we'd buy each other lunch. There's some days where, like, if it was someone's birthday, I would be getting the birthday cake, and everyone else would get the food and get the catering and shit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And we were locked in. We were tight like that. I made sure I got tickets for people to go to Seattle Storm game. We don't have like a Supersonics team anymore, but we had the Storm, so we go to Storm game. I was trying to set up some Mariners. Like that was just what I was on. And it doesn't make me a good person or a better person, but the fact that like I was actually locked in into giving good positive energy to people that I fuck with at the workplace. And then when all this weird, that's a whole nother story in of itself. All this other weird shit happened, pertaining to the ex and all this other shit started happening. All these fucking females just pretty much turned their back on me, and I'm like, what's funny is like we were locked in, like we had each other's numbers, we checked in with each other. I checked in on you and your kids and all this, seeing how you're doing as a person and an individual. I assume that's a friend, right? But when that shit started spreading, at no point did anyone come to talk to me and ask me what's real, what's what. Let me know what's real and what's what. No one did that. So those same people who kind of turned their back on me, one particular bitch, she just out of the blue, all the times I called and texted her and she never responded, kind of hits me up random like, yo, James, what happened with Sahil? And I'm looking at this text like, because I had been deleted the contact. I still have the text threads, but I've been deleted the contact. So I'm looking at it, reading the messages like, oh, it's this bitch right here. So I looked at that shit like, fuck you talking to me now for? That was my mental. Like, why the fuck you talking to me now? And then even more important, I was like, you know what though? The funny part is like, on a larger note, I realized that there was probably not too many other people that he was really tight with in the workplace. It's good, Roscoe. It probably was like maybe only me, like because me and him would always check in and tap in, and every now and again he would kind of just rub shoulders with a few people and just kind of chop it up with them because he was he's from the Bay, so he had that ism, and he would just chop it up with a few people and go on about his day. He would just sit there, talk to people, go on about his day, and just keep him pushing. But I realized, like, the more I think about it, I was talking to some other people. I was like, man, the more I think about it, man, he probably was really. It was just me and him locked in. We started around the same time. We see each other in the hallway, dap it up, handshake it up, all that, and just kick it. You know what I'm saying? And just kick it, man. Just trying to get this guy out the house, trying to get him out to hang out with us. Had a spare ticket for him to go to the games and shit. He wasn't able to kick it. He was going through shit. But yeah, man, that's what it is. That's what it was. But it's like I understand now. Like it kind of pissed me off that certain people want to reach out to me because I was the closest person to him. But at the same time, I'm like, you wouldn't even talk to me normally. So we're not even on talking terms. AKA, what's up? Thank you for dropping in. My bad. But yeah, so it kind of it just rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Pause. But I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way, man. It's like I don't know. It's a tricky situation because it's like it's basically it's more grief. It's more grief to deal with. It's someone that like I'll talk to how many subs so far. I don't know, man. I barely be checking that. I don't even check that stuff to be honest. But it's really interesting because like, what was I gonna say? Talking about any content. Oh, so I don't know if you were here yesterday. My friend, he passed away, or we found out he passed away the other day, and then he was pretty much. It's a long story, but I guess I'll get into it. It's really interesting, man, because he's originally from the Bay Area, which is like California, and then he moved up here to get away and get out, get away from certain things that he was used to, certain negative things that he was used to. The thing about it was when he came up to Seattle, he pretty much he had a lot of stuff to look forward to. He had a good job, he had a decent job, just whatever, right? And then time keeps going on. I keep on trying to transfer him into different departments, and then eventually he ended up coming to a department that was next door to mine, and it was good because it was like, all right, he has badge access to stuff, and he's able to kind of just he had a really good job, but that particular department would go through so much different management. They had issues within themselves. They had internal beefs within, like managers always doing racist stuff to people, getting people fired, and they end up coming back because of the union, shit like that. There was this one particular guy. He was like it's this white army dude, like a veteran dude, but he's from like I forget exactly where he's from exactly, but he's from like I forget exactly. He's from some racist like somewhere in like Utah or like Colorado or some shit, some like hella racist area, specifically racist area. So he has his preconceived judgments about people all the time. Anyway, he starts getting all these people fired in his particular department. And it starts getting to my friend who I actually had transferred in there. I actually talked to him specifically and said, can you hire this guy? He's a good worker. He works at the front desk. I think he'll be good here. And the crazy part about it was he ended up working that department, and then the manager just did some racist shit, was like trying to find every reason to get him fired. Basically put him through the works. Just like every day was on his ass, sending him to different court stuff, sending him to different meetings, different I forget. I don't even know what you call that shit. Those managerial meetings and union meetings and shit like that. Stuff like that. HR meetings, things like that. Just every week, every month, he had to go through something. Every day, they were hounding him. Oh, what about your time card? Oh, why does your clothes smell like marijuana? And I'm like sitting there like, just tell him that like, you live in a small apartment and like you smoke weed at your house, which you can do. You can smoke weed at home to decompress, and it just happens to stay on the clothes. Like that's how it is. He got murdered, bro. That's how he passed away. He got murdered. He got robbed and murdered on the way to his cousin's house. This is the story that I've been told, at least. So I don't really know I don't know the full details, but that's what we've been told. Like his own cousin that still works here, told a lady that I know and still contact with me, and she reached out and talked to me yesterday, pretty much, and was like, yeah, he that's the story. It's like he pretty much got robbed and murdered. But that's the whole point of what I'm saying, is that this fucking manager who was getting all these people fired and doing all this racist stuff to get people kicked out of his department so he can rebuild his whole new department that he was owning. He, and I'm gonna say it now, fuck Tyler, that's his name. He basically rebuilt his whole department the way he wanted to see it. He ran it like yeah. It's just the way he ran it was just crazy, bro. And like, it's hard to explain. It's just crazy. And it's like also he was just fucking up people's schedules, and then they were giving him awards, but nobody was fighting back. I was like, you know why he keeps on getting better? He keeps on going up the ranks in this work system, because every time he puts you guys through some shit, nobody fights back. My friend that I stay tapped in with, that I was having a lunch with the other day, she's the person that made sure everyone was together on I forget what you call that shit. They were trying to basically get that manager fired. It was, I don't know how you call it. It was like they put all people on one little thing, like a grievance letter. A grievance letter. Everybody put all their grievances in one letter. The union was there to back them up. They could have got him out of there if they stayed strong, but he started attacking people individually. And I was like, bro, get this motherfucker out of there. Because like, regardless of what he's saying he's gonna do to you guys, it's like it's you guys versus him. That's pretty much what the context is. But anyway, that's long. That's neither here nor there. Here's what I'm saying: is like that shit's kind of sent my friend into a spiral. And at the time, I was like, just stay focused on just stay focused on your thing. Just stay focused on doing work stuff and just staying out the way. Don't worry about what the pressure they're putting on you. But they so much pressure they ended up firing him. They ended up just walking him out the door. And it was hard for him to get hired at other jobs in the area. So he ended up moving back to the Bay Area, which is California. He ended up moving back there to live with his, mom, dad, just get back on his feet. And then the thing was, when he moved back with his parents, he was just back in his element. The same shit that he was trying to get away from, the shit that he was used to. The thing was, he locked in, and he was going to school. So here's the thing: he was going to school. Ended up becoming, like I swear to God, I would text him like at least once a month, and we would tap in and check in with each other. And he'd be like, yeah, check this out. This is my nephew right here. Because he would send me a random picture of a kid. I'm like, oh, you got a son now? What's this? He's like, no, it's my nephew, man. He's a good kid. We're just trying to get him some toys and, play sports with him and stuff. And then what ends up happening is we're in there. We're going to talk about that in a second, bro. And then, like, I would always just check in with him. Just always check in. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm an MA now, like, which is like medical assistant. He said, I got the EKG certificate. I got this certificate. He's naming all the medical certificates he got that he was getting. He's like, I can draw blood now. I can do phlebotomy. He was just naming all this stuff. It's like, man, you got your life on track. He's like, you left here to get your life on track. That's good to hear. He said, yeah, man, you got to get out that area because it's just, it's good pay, but it's going to sap your energy. It's not worth the pay. So we started talking about that. And that's, like fast forward, like we would always play phone tag. We're playing phone tag and kind of like not able to call and check in with each other. But he would always respond to my text. So I'd kind of just say, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, shit like that. And he would always just respond back like, Happy New Year's, Happy whatever whatever it was. He would always respond on the holidays text. And then that's when that's what I'm saying, like not because today's Wednesday, but on Monday I got this random text at night. This lady from the union that I kept in touch with, she was like, have you heard what happened to our brother Sahil? I said, no, I don't know. Fast forward in that morning, like around 11 a.m. or something. That's when she's like, yeah, according to his cousin, he was on his way to he's on his way to another cousin's house and he got robbed and murdered. So, based off of that text alone, again, I don't have the context. We just know that he's dead. And it's just like, we don't know if they robbed and killed him on the freeway, at a gas station. We don't know. Like, so when you're saying weren't there people around, I don't know. Like, all I know is that he was robbed and murdered. And then I guess what pisses me off is like, see, the two things that piss me off is like this. The manager that got him fired sent him in this spiral that sent him back to the city where, he was trying to get away from. It sent him back to square one. And don't get me wrong, he got his life on track. He got his medicals, assistant, certification and all that shit. He got all that shit. But at the same time, it's like you sent this man back to the element that he was trying to get away from and get out of. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? And all these other people that were working that job, that same job in that same department for 10, 15, 20 years that were working at that actual place, you fired them too and got them away from something that they deserve to have. So the manager, I'm really pissed off with the manager, but we don't want to give no shine to no fucking no fuck boys. So it's like, it just pisses me off that like the people who robbed and murdered them, it's like, okay, if you were robbing them, just take what you need to take. If you got them at gunpoint, and just get the fuck out of there. Take what you need to take and get out of there. But there's no reason to murder someone. But knowing my friend, like he's the type of person that would have fought back. So I don't know the specifics of the situation of how he was fighting back, what that might have looked like. But knowing my friend, he was fighting back, and then people just decided to take his life. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't be robbing people that fight back. You just get what you can and get out of there. I'm not no robbing expert. I'm just saying. So it's just kind of stupid that that happened to him. It kind of pisses me off. So it's just the whole timeline and the whole domino effect of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole timeline and domino effect of this. It's just like it. This would have never happened in the first place if he was still here. That's not to say that people here wouldn't have done nothing to him, because he was going through some shit up here. You know what I'm saying? But like I was here at least to tell him, like, hey man, keep your mind away from these people and this bullshit. Just stay away from that shit. You don't need these people. You don't need to be around these people. You don't need to feel paranoid around them. You need to be around that. May his soul rest in peace. I appreciate that, aka. And that's the other part is like, it set my own mind in a spiral where I'm like, I don't want to think about the negative of this manager, because this manager set off domino effects of people's lives. Like I mean, I'm talking about my friend, and end up getting sent back to California, getting killed. My other friend is like been out of a job for a whole year. Again, she put in 15, 20 years into a company, 15, 20 years into a medical company, 15, 20 years. And she can't even get hired because this most recent month that she was leaving the job, it says, oh, why were you terminated? And they have to look into it. It's crazy. It's like she put her work in, and you have one guy that just hates everyone. He has a track record of hating everyone, forcing them to leave and forcing them to get fired. And it's like, dude set off a domino effect. It's fucking up a lot of people's lives. A lot of people. But it set me off to the point. And again, I don't want to think this way, but it set me off in the sense like, I had a peace of mind to be like, there's certain people and individuals where sometimes you want to deliver karma yourself. But my friend yesterday when we had lunch was like, nah, that's, you could say that that's for God to deliver, that's for the universe to deliver, but he's gonna get his. For what he did, he's gonna get his. You know, he's gonna get, people get what they deserve type of shit. So we'll see, man. People like that are evil, and it's just like the fact that we can sit here and talk about, yeah, it's probably some young dudes that just sat there and robbed them and killed them, but the bigger picture is like, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to go through that specifically. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy work, man. All right, one second. I got some Gatorade. It's a little crazy because I really got to use the bathroom, but where they caught, we don't know yet. All of this was just kind of information I found out the other day, like yesterday. You know, so I'm just not finding this out. Give me 1 second though. I'm about to do this real quick. I'll be back 1 second. Yep. And why'd you retract the message though, man? Why'd you retract the message? AKA, what's that about? Why'd you retract the message? But no, I don't know, man. So that's all of this is brand new. You know what I mean? All of this is like new information. So it's like all we know is just he was just robbed and murdered. And like I was, that's why I was calling all these people that used to work with him. We all used to work with him. I was calling all these people because I'm like, yo, what's real? What's the truth? What's going on here? What really happened? Like I need to know that. I need to know that. I need to know the truth. I need to know what's going on. And it's like I was calling all these people because it was like, the funny part about it was like I thought about how much of a goofball he is. My friend is such a goofball. Like I didn't know if he came back in town, met up with my friend, our union friend, the lady, and it's like, hey, tell James that I got murdered, and like said some funny shit like that. Like I just for some reason my mind went there because I know he's a goofball like that, and I say that in like the best way possible. He's like a goofball, but at the same time, knowing my friend who's like a union worker, a caseworker, she's like, I'm not gonna joke. She's like the type of person she wouldn't joke about shit like that. That wouldn't be something she would joke about. And then the fact that she specifically said his cousin, I'm like, yeah, I know his cousin works in the ER and she works in the ER department as well. And on top of that, I also know like he wouldn't, the cousin wouldn't bullshit about that shit either. Not that he's a truthful guy, he's a fun loving guy, but he wouldn't joke about his cousin getting killed. So the fact that all those like, pieces of information were put together, it kind of just like what the fuck? It just fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. Fucked me up a little bit. It probably bothered me more than I realized because it's like, me and my guy Sahil, we didn't really, man, we should have, it's like, that's the shit that pissed me off. Is like we were tapped in, but we felt like we should have tapped in more. And what really irritates me is that he would always hit me up on some bullshit. He'd always hit me up on some bullshit. So there's a point where I actually deleted his number. I still kept his message thread, his text thread, but I'm like, bro, every time you call me, it's on some bullshit. But every time I call you, like I'm just trying to check in, I'm trying to see how you're doing. But he'd always call me on some like it'd always be some negative shit. And I had to tell him like, man, nah, we can't be doing that. This ain't the move. This ain't the thing to do. Trying to keep his mind off of shit. And I'm like, come on, dog. But this is just who he was, though, man. He just felt like he needed to do certain things, you know. And it's like he had a chance to really restart his whole whatever living up here. He had a good chance to restart everything, whether that's restart his life or just get things on track. He was able to, he was able to restart it, man. He had a chance, and that was just taken away from him. You know, we could look at this on a larger scale of like some people can't handle pressure, some people can't handle whatever. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of truth to that, but at the same time, why are people being put in this man-made kind of pressure thing? You know what I mean? Why are people being put in this predicament? Why are they being put in these situations? So it's always one thing when people say, "Oh, you can't handle that shit." See, so it's very, it's one thing when you meet people that like they go through these situations they didn't ask for and they just handle it. Prime example like what Jackie Robinson or something. It's like he didn't ask for this to be born in this type of world the way it is. He's just dealing with it the way it's happening, and he handled it accordingly. He handled it professionally. He handled it like a gentleman type shit, right? Whatever, however you want to say it. And it's just like there's people that just go through shit they didn't ask for, and when they get used to that pattern, they get used to that thing. They get used to those predicaments. All they want to do is just keep on going through the same shit. All they know how to do is ask for more chaos, and that's why it was very upsetting because it's like, dude, like I'm saying, I always say this: when he was here, he had a chance. Was he fucking it up a little bit? But at least he didn't have no ops when it came down to history. He didn't have no friends to back him up on stuff that would have, been some on site kind of stuff. So the dude was just he was in a good space. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. Let's be honest. You know, fuck am I looking at? Just yeah. It's just crazy. It's just what. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to sit here and be like a downer. That's just where my mind is at. My mind is just at that today. It's still lingering. Still there. Yeah. My bad. But yeah. I mean, that's what I was dealing with last night. So as of last night, I just had that on my mind. I was just going through that a bit, and I don't know. I wasn't even sad particularly. I was just kind of like, man, this is some bullshit. This is sad. It just sucks that his life is taken away, etc. Man. AKA, I still don't know why you retracted the message though. Still don't understand why you retracted the message, AKA. That don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, fuck all them people I used to work with, really. 'Cause I know they got some bullshit to say. I hope they see this shit so I could smack the shit out of them when I see them. You know, all them people that always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I knew the shit he was dealing with personally, and I still checked in with him. And all these people weren't even his friends, but they got a whole lot to say. And that's what I was saying. Shout out to my guy Mike. I was on the phone with him last night. And I was like, so right when I was on the phone with him, I was like, "Hey, check this out. I got this message from this bitch that got the nerve to ask me what happened to him." I was like, "You ain't even tapped in with me. You weren't even friends with him like that. You had a whole lot to say about him when he was gone, when he left, and when he was gone. You know, people fake ass friends with him. I was not dealing with that shit. Just not dealing with them people under no circumstances. So fuck them. That's what I'm saying. I hope they see this shit. Y'all ain't shit. You know, am I gonna pretend to be like I was the best person and friend? Sure, why not? Like in terms of this particular individual, I'm gonna say so. Because the more I look back at it, that's why people reaching out to me, asking me questions. You know, they're trying to ask me what happened to him, and I'm like, yeah, you know why you're asking me? Because I was tapped in more than everyone else with. And that's sad. It's actually really sad. How's it going? So, yeah, I guess I'm still dealing with the lingering effects of that today. I mean, really, I'm just kind of just I'm just chatting a bit. That's just where I'm at. Well, we can move the flow of energy somewhere else, man. Let's do that. Let's do that. Why not? You know, no smokes on me today, but you know, it's interesting because I always got the best reception at certain spots and parks and whatnot. So I'm kind of just walking around and going. I'm gonna hit the usual. I'm gonna hit the usual. You know, hit the usual spots. Then I might grab some snacks at the store. And after I grab the snacks, I'm gonna just snack and game. Probably, I'm probably gonna go live. We'll see. Charge up the phone and just throw it on a hotspot. You know, get the battery flowing. That's what I'm thinking. You know. So in honor of that fool, man, I'm gonna just do it. You know, let me check the messages. All right, I got some people calling me. I don't know who that is. I'm on some like, especially with that predicament, I'm really on some fuck people shit, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna front right now. Like I'm caring about people. Yeah. Should I get into the forest? There's not enough people in the chat. It's one of them Wednesdays, man. It's just one of those Wednesdays. Feel me? Just walk with me. That's what it is. Just walk with me. Yeah, you know what's funny too? Like I say, every time I rock the beanie, nobody rock with me. But I'm gonna go back to the caps, man. I got you. But anyway, yesterday, like I just after my live, I had went home and I had my Niners hat. I wore the Niners hat, 49ers hat for the live. But the thing about that was I ended up going back to the house because my friend wanted to kind of hang out and just kind of chop it up about him and grieve together. And what ended up happening was I went. I said, let me go home. I'm gonna grab my Niners jersey too. I'm gonna get the whole fit. I'm gonna rock the whole fit. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. I should have wore that shit again today, man. I should have wore that shit today, man. And I will say too, if something ever happened to me, if I pass away, you better rock that Supersonics. Rock the Supersonics for me. Shit, you know. We walking through the little forest now. Them areas. Hopefully ain't no dog shit. Hopefully ain't no dog shit up here. Remember I chiefed up here a long time ago with some friends. This is a nice little spot. Nice little spot to chief. Chiefing that, you know. AK, I'm trying to figure out why you retracted it though. You popping in and out the chat. Let me know what you want, man. What's that about? What's that about? So yeah, I'm gonna put this right here. Yep. We'll see though, man. You know, I do this just to get activated with people. Hold on. But we don't got much interaction today. It is like noon though, so it's kind of a weird time. I either gotta go earlier in the morning. If it's not earlier, then it's just like later in the day. But I feel like people be vibe checking me, trying to find out where I'm at. But I make a thing here. Let me show you this. Nice little the corner of the block. It's like a little park. You know, I just walked up from that way. Walked up the little small trail. People walk here, walk their dogs. They'll just walk through real quick, hang out. They actually, hold on. They actually trimmed this right here, probably just to find out if people was chiefing in the back and cut. But see those trees right there? They're probably gonna grow some leaves, some kind of petals. And then this side's kind of just left open. But it'll grow up and people always walk through and see. I mean, usually you can hear people hanging out. But I might come in, you know, in the nighttime, later in the summer, spring, summer, when it starts to warm up. Come out here a little more. It feels like spring today. The first time I felt like spring, you know, the whole time. Yesterday and today, it just started to warm up. That's a good thing. Good little sign. Good sign right there. Let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep it pushing because I get better reception and love when I'm at the park. You know, get better love over there. So I'm gonna go where I'm loved, not tolerated. That's why there's certain corner stores I go to. I don't even fuck with the grocery store like that. There's certain corner stores I be rocking with. You know, certain stores I rock with, certain restaurants I rock with. There's just one teriyaki place I like to. I enjoy supporting, and it's cool because I got to chop it up with I got to chop it up with like the son of the owner over there. So that was really nice. But it's interesting because I feel like the most that we spoke that day. I don't know if it was because my friend was with me. My friend just had some like Bay Area shit, and he wanted to come talk to us. Maybe that's what it was. I don't really know. But it's like me and him, we barely get a chance to talk, and like we don't even talk that often. It's more of like this is my order. I get my order and I pay for it, and that's like the most of our conversation basically. But yeah, I'm walking past it's like the food drive, but I'm not gonna film that. But yeah, there's actually a little excuse me, coffee joint that I usually sit out in front of. I was gonna grab some coffee from them earlier this morning. I still might do it and just kind of ask them like, is it cool to you guys care if I'm here at night? That's what I usually be doing in the nighttime. There it is, Cherry Street, born and raised. Good times, man. Good times type shit. You know, that's what it's like right here. Let me show you the street. There you go. I'm zooming a bit. MLK and Cherry. MLK and Cherry. If you know, you know, man. It's that Catfish Corner used to be over there. Now it's Fast Chicken and Waffles. And I think I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Fast Chicken and Waffles. To my understanding, this is to my understanding. I don't actually know shit, so don't quote me on this. But it used to be owned by this Italian dude. And then for whatever reason, I don't know if people put the pressure on him. Like, man, you over here gentrifying this area and whoop de wop. And then they're like, all right. So then they end up being a chef. This lady that's from the neighborhood that was there, they ended up giving the shop to her, or the restaurant to her. That's to my understanding. I don't really know, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, That's what it is. I'm gonna hit the little King of Deli. It's been a minute. I'm gonna hit that spot. I've been there a long time. Been a while, you know. Yeah, walking through them same spots and sections, man. I don't even see people like I used to. You know, every now and again you see some people that this is back then, back in the Gap type shit. Every now and again you'll see some people that sit there. They gonna flex on anybody, everybody. Want to come down to me, you know what I'm saying? Come down to me. They was really chill. I never understood that, and I was like, why is that? Why is that what it is? And you know, rest in peace to my other friend Quincy. Like he was one of the people that always kind of like don't fuck with him. And it wasn't like he was protecting me. He was protecting he was protecting his people. He was like, bro, do not fight him. And I'm like, hey man, I'm not even here looking for that. I'm just here kicking it like everybody else. And he's like warning, he's nah, I'm telling you, man, because these boys is goons. They gonna try everybody. I was like, is that right? He's like, yeah, I gotta warn them. You know, that's him and then one other dude. I ain't gonna say his name because he's still alive. He's still with us. He do the same shit every time I see him. He would have a group of goons with him, and he would just dap it up with me. He's like, man, you still boxing? And he would just kind of point me out to his friends. Like we'd be same proximity. He'd just be like, yeah, man, don't fuck with him. Because he came to watch my little exhibition match at the gym one time. And you know me, I'm humble. I'm humble in the sense of like, I feel like I never doubt any of my opponents. I don't care. You know, there used to be this kid named Truth. Truth was like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. And I was like maybe 13, 14. We used to spar in the gym. And he was a little kid. And he used to just have all this energy and all this power for a little dude. And he's like, man, he's like, James, you're good. And I was like, I'm just like, if I was the same height, but without the skills, you gotta understand, you would do damage against me. You understand? That's the thing is like, if I'm the same height, same build, everything, but I just didn't have the skill I had, and I didn't have the what do you call this, man? What you call that? The it's gonna bother me now. Like if I didn't know how to take a punch or to take a hit, you'd be able to damage me. And I was trying to explain it to him. I was like, I don't doubt any of my opponents. I don't care if they, dude's 6'5" and he's unskilled. Man still packs a punch, right? You never doubt a punch's chance. That's my whole thing. Like my humbleness is in the sense of like a win is a win and a loss is a loss. You know, you got to be honest with it. There's people I've sparred against that don't punch that hard at all, but the fact that they're able to tag me up was enough for me to be like, that person has my respect, man, because you're doing something that I don't understand, and you're breaking through my defenses and my movement. But that's a whole nother conversation. Because like I said, some people will see me train one time, or they'll see me like in the in the ring one time, and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, watch out." I would just, I would train 100% just to get the most out of my workout. So it looked like I'm doing a lot, but really I'm just going as hard as I can to like up my little stamina and my whatever. But those are those days. That was what it was back then. Some old shit. You see me in the gym now, I'm tired. That's some old shit. Let's talk about the now. I'm tired. Tired as hell. I should have posted up here a long time ago. But now it's a bad time of the day. It's noon. It's noon. It's a bad time of the day. I'm gonna get what I can from who I can. People dropping in and out the live. I appreciate everyone dropping in. Ain't nothing big popping here. Never nothing big. It's never nothing big. You know? I'm gonna sit right here. Last time I was here, man, like I said, I saw some clappers cruising by. I was like, this is a setup. It's gotta be. Shit gotta be a setup right here. Feel me? That's also why I brought the bottle of the Gatorade. Cause I'm like, man, oh, they got hella bugs on here. This is some bullshit. All right, let me move over to the other table. You know what I'm saying, man? Old ass tables. I'll sit right here. I'm trying to get a good view. Trying to get a good view of everything right now. Oh shit, that's some bullshit. There we go. Trying to get a better view. Direct sunlight type shit, you know. It's not even that cold today. I thought it was gonna be colder, to be honest with you. Damn, man. What's wrong with this shit? Oh shit. That's what I'm looking like, man. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, bro. Fuck all that. I don't know where my usuals went, man. My usuals usually be in the chat. What's going on? Is it the time of day? It might be the time of day. It just might be the time of day. Make sure I got no bugs on me. City I live in is hella nature, man. Got hella nature shit going on. So that's why it's like this. That's why it should be like this. Everywhere I go, it'd be like some bugs, some spiders or something. I'd be like, make sure, like sometimes it's really just like a piece of my hair that's scratching myself. But every now and again, I gotta look down, see if it's a bug. You know, they say when you go outside, you carry at least one bug home. That I kind of believe. I kind of believe that. You know, my energy is nowhere good though, man. I'm surprised anyone that's dropping in and out, bearing with me, man. It says 0 people, rightfully so. It says 0 people tapped in right now, so rightfully so. But yeah, I don't know, man. I might just cap it out right there, really. And just head to the house. Some days be booming, some days don't. And I don't force the issue, man. I got what I needed. I got what I needed to say out. You know. And those here from the playback, just understand what I'm telling you, man. You treat somebody negatively for your own ego, as I said, a domino effect, man. You got to be careful with that. You got to be really careful with that, because I really thought a lot about the person I thought I should hate, because I'm in that mode where like I need to have an enemy or something, and that's not good either. That ain't healthy. And what I'm trying to tell you is that that shit ain't healthy. You don't need to be doing that shit. You don't need to think that way, and you'll set off a domino effect of negativity for everybody. But everybody gets theirs. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that shit the other day, man. Like I don't wish negative shit on no one, but it's like, you know, worst case scenario, that manager that put people up through all that shit, worst case scenario, he just something bad happens to like his newborn or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't want to think like that, but like when moments like that happen, you don't know how people like that accept or think about it. But there is that underlying kind of feeling that bothers a lot of people sometimes. But you ever heard the saying, "The rich get richer, the poor get poorer"? I don't know if that's true necessarily. I think it's just like people that have power and command it know how to hold on to it. Like who knows? Like I don't know the exact whatever. I couldn't tell you because I've never been rich or powerful necessarily. I might have been rich in spirit, might have been powerful in like physicality and spirit and like other spiritual stuff. I might have had all that going on, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I just I think about these things throughout my day, especially with this situation. It makes it even worse. From like, dude, really set off a domino effect that affected multiple people, like a half a dozen people at least, half a dozen people, dog. And you tell me that they don't deserve like nothing. Like I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a piece of me that always wants to stand up and just like hit back when shit like this happens. It has nothing to do with me, but it has something to do a lot with my friends, good people, and it's like they would have been. Hopefully, they would have been in better spirits, and I could still speak with them. And I'm not talking about the ones that passed away, but the ones that are just still around. And then maybe from there, like I don't know, bro. It's like maybe what's good, Jay? Good, JD. And then maybe from there, like I don't know, like maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if them in good spirits, those same workers are in good spirits, and not being set up by this domino effect of negativity that they'll just be. able to speak with me still, be in good hearts, good spirits to speak with everyone else. Because it's hard, you got to do that work stuff, and then you got to go home, take that energy home, and it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy, man. It ain't good. I think about that though, so that's all I'm doing now with this grief at this moment. So JG is in the chat. JJ Wonder, look at that. If you guys see him in the comments right there, JJ1DA. For those that are here from the playback, if you guys don't know, man, check out his content. That's another content creator, a friend of mine that I actually know in person. He actually won the most recent Bremerton tournament. That Bremerton tournament footage, World of Beyblade X 2025. That stuff's gonna drop 9:30 tonight. There's a video premiere of it. Check that out. He was in there. I didn't show a lot of faces, but and then actual when I was filming, I didn't show a lot of faces, but he won that. He was the champion of that tournament. He won that one. So shout out to JD. That's what we call him. I don't know if we should be calling you JD because we have another JJ in the chat. So I know you're like J Wonder, JD, and that's kind of just what I call you. But he won that tournament. We went to Bremerton, and it's crazy. I say this all the time, man. I said this a couple lives ago, and I said this in the voice. I said this in the voice chat. I said this in Discord. I was like, listen, man, JD might be the LeBron James of Beyblade because every time he shows up to a tournament, he's always in the finals. You know what I mean? Yeah, he lost the plot armor, but that was a really close, good match. And then this one against B-Dub, it was really just experience because you were doing it for at least half a year, and then B-Dub really just hit the scene like last month. But even then, it's like that was some Miami Heat versus OKC type of shit. So I was like, JD might be LeBron James of this shit. I don't know if you fuck with LeBron James like that. I'm sorry, JD, if you don't. But I was like, bro, every time he shows up, dude be in the finals. It's ridiculous. I don't know, and even if it's not like the final match, it's always like playoffs, final, whatever you call that. Which is crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy work. I like that though, because B-Dub was going crazy. I'm saying, man, the A1 Swiss was ridiculous, because he was first place, I believe, right? Was that him or you that was first? It might have been B-Dub that was first. But it's the fact that and I'm surprised because you didn't even run Aero Pegasus, which is crazy. You ran Phoenix, Cobalt, and who am I forgetting? Was it Tyranno? I don't think it was Tyranno, was it? Phoenix, Cobalt Dragoon specifically for those watching, and then it's gonna bug me now, bro. I forgot what the Tyranno. Okay, what's Tyranno? Yep, Tyranno beat. People sleep on Tyranno beat, man. I've been sleeping on it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been sleeping on Tyranno beat. I might have to, use it. I've been really stuck with a Whale Wave and Nightmail right now. Cause every time I had a good record in a tournament, I was using Wizard Rod, and I was like, you know what, man? Let me not rely on Wizard Rod. Let me figure out some launch styles, some other techniques with other blades. Let me do that. So that's the fun part. That's the fun. Damn, what is that? So I might have to pull out Tyranno beat. You switch for finals. I never used Rod before, but I had to since everybody. Yeah, that's the other part is and that's the thing is you can when you're in the finals, they have that moment where it's like, okay, you can switch out your deck and you finally made it, and then you want to go reliable. It's like, well, I've made it this far, might as well. You go reliable, and then what did they made you guys submit your 5 or 6 blades or something like that. That's kind of a cool format. I like that. They were testing it out at other tournaments, but that's what I was saying to people. I was like, you try not to use Aero Pegasus or Rod. I always want to defeat them. I feel the same way. I love I was able to over finish Aero Pegasus and extreme finish it with my Whale before. My whole play style is just I do chance. I roll the dice. Where I'm gonna use a crazy weighted setup with 160 or 180, and I'm gonna just go for it. It's fun when I win like that. I barely score though. I barely score. I get 2 or 3 points a match at the most. Sometimes I get 0. It's really funny. But I forgot that day was ranked, but it was fun to play either way. I was like, damn, I was just trying to try out Whale and my new Drown Buster builds. My actual Barcelona Drown Buster is really light, which makes me sad, but I have to use my real Buster. But I might use Barcelona for test. Not bad. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I gotta really think about what I'm gonna do for SoccerCon. That's one thing. The other thing too was I'm really happy because you were asking me about the tournament, and then I was like, I'll just give you my spot. I really I like just showing up to film. But the fact that like spots opened up and then you were able to get in, and then you actually showed up after a long, because you haven't showed up for a while, and the fact that you showed up in one is crazy. That's a good sign, man. You know, and it's funny because like the tournament I won, I actually wore the same fit from that day. I realized I just didn't have my chain. I had the chain this time, but I didn't have it that time. If that makes sense. The Drown Buster chain. But I'm trying to order that black and green one. I don't know if you saw it. They have it right now on Mercari or some shit. I don't know, man. I might do it. Might have to order me a Drown Buster, man. That shit's like $200 though. It was like one something, but like after the shipping and tax, it's like $200 for that Drown Buster. I might do it though. I paid like 100 something for the red one. Soccer Con. Do you know where to buy tickets? Oh, so you might have to go. I did it online, so just look it up. Just type in Soccer Con Seattle, and it'll put you through all the links. Just kind of read through and say like, hey, tap here. The thing is like when you it's a pass for the whole weekend. So the problem is like the Soccer Con's website. There you go. The problem is like I think it's like it's sorry, it's valid from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's I was talking to my friend on the phone last night, and she was upset because she wanted to just have day passes, because she just wanted to go for one particular day and then go to the gaming room. Because I get it, but you have to pay for the whole thing now. So I think it's like 120 right now because it's like in like a few weeks. But you might want to check that. 3 day pass costs like 130. Oh yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah, no more single day passes. Now it's 130. I thought it was 120, but now it's 130. It's crazy. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's funny because my friend said like she would just get like a day pass or something. Again, this is my first one. I don't know. She would get a day pass and just bring her daughter, and they would just go to the gaming room or some shit, and just she'd do like these racing games or something. I don't know much about it. It's my first time, so we'll see. Man, oh, let me check something. Somebody didn't message me. All right, yeah, I'm back here at the spot. But yeah, man, that was fun. But yeah, basically footage from that Bremerton tournament that happened this Saturday. What day was that? The 22nd. And what was it called? On that day, that footage is gonna come out on the 9:30 tonight. So say look out for that. That's the one where JD won. JD, who was just in the chat. So yeah, follow them. Follow Blader Z2, who is here. Yeah, she's probably thinking of ECCC. SoccerCon has been 3 days for at least the past 5 years. So yeah, it's been 3 days for the past 5 years. But have they ever done like you get passes per day? Because like I even remember when my brother took my niece. They got passes just for specifically Friday and Saturday or something like that, or they got it for like Saturday. I remember them doing that, and I don't know how far along that was, how far ago or far how many years ago that was. Yeah, my friend, she goes to soccer con damn near every year, so maybe she was talking about some other stuff. I don't really know. It's been like that for a while, so yeah, maybe that's probably just a new format. That's kind of weird. It's kind of cool though, because like I guess I don't know, like Friday and Sunday, I'm just gonna be in and out the area. Like I'm not really gonna be in it, but if I have the badge, I could just go in and out at will, which is kind of nice. And Sunday, I might take her down there. I was gonna, she recently just had a baby, so she's like, she doesn't think she's gonna be able to like have time to game. I was telling her to jump back on Twitch or whatever, and she's got like a 4 month old. So I'm like, well, if you're free Sunday, we could just walk in that area. That seems to be her free day. We're gonna walk around and check stuff out. I don't know if I can bring her in the building because she'll have to get a pass, obviously. But we'll just walk around, check the side, and probably grab something to eat. But I don't even know. I'm really only there for Saturday. I'm really like only caring about Saturday, to be honest with you. You know, like I know there's gonna be some cool stuff, but I'm also like trying to save money too, because I know there's gonna be hella shit to buy. There's gonna be like hella collectible shit. Are you about to get stuff signed? Are you gonna have people sign stuff? People will be bringing little pop triggers and shit. You can let her wear your pass and walk in. Oh, you can do that? Okay, I didn't know that. I might do that. We'll see. A signature. Oh, okay. Oh, on that day. This year. I see what you're saying. Got you. Yeah, I know some people will they'll sit there and charge you or something. I heard about that, but hopefully, like the people you're getting it from, they don't do that to you. Hopefully, you're able to get a good deal or something. You know, 60 people tournament gonna be crazy. We all gotta go all out, man. My whole style is all out. I'm just gonna throw it all on the line. But it's just like my whole thing is rolling the dice. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But maybe I have to get over that hump of like because it's a double elimination. So we'll see. That's what I was saying. Like the one where like I won, I had all my reliable blades and I had reliable builds. And then this one I've just been doing like a whole different types of stuff. But we'll see, man. There's so many more tournaments in the meantime. And then I guess for those that aren't able to make it, which is really nice. I don't know if people know, but for those that aren't able to make it, there's a it's not SoccerCon event in Auburn or some shit at the library, which is really nice. Yeah. Oh, JD is here. I just realized. Damn. There you go. Yeah. But Z, like I've been, this is the first time I told JD, I think, but I was telling him now on live. I was like, I think he's the LeBron of tournaments, man. Like, dude, just be showing up in the finals every time. It's crazy. And I'm trying to remember the first one. Like, weren't you in the playoffs too? Double elimination is gonna have hell of people sweating. I'm gonna be sweating. I'm like, damn, why? Just give me my 5 losses. But no, not today. It's like, no, you're out. I'm like, God damn it. Because I was telling JD a while ago, I only scored 2 to 3 at the most. My whole play style. Damn, what was that? Is that a spider? Oh shit! I'm gonna start walking. What in the world? Yeah, he's a different type of player, man. The Auburn season 0. Oh, you placed last in that one? Damn. So if you're not last, you're first. That's crazy. See, that's my whole style too. It's funny. I literally told me out of that because we were talking about that in Bremerton. I was like, it's funny. It's like if I'm not first, I'm last. That's my whole style. It's just hilarious. Because when Whale wins, it feels good. But Whale be extreme in itself, man. I'd be sad about that. I was really sad about Whale in Bremerton. I was like, damn, bro. You're just gonna extreme yourself 3 times today? Not today. I'll walk up the little pass. I told myself I was gonna go to the. Should I go to the store still? I might go there. There was just hella bugs on my phone. Fuck that. I'm gonna sit at the bench because there was just hella bugs on my phone. Are you first? Yeah, I didn't think about that. I think that same Auburn library, they're gonna have a what's it called? A tournament on the SoccerCon day, but for people who aren't able to go to SoccerCon. So we're trying to fundraise for Game Blade, man. Wait, JD, you're coming through? That Blade, man, it really is all or nothing. It's like Shark. It's funny. I make it worse by putting it on 180 high taper because when I saw that video, it was like it's the most chancy build. But the fact that like it has the weight distribution downwards, and if you launch it at an angle, I was like, let me just keep trying this. This is kind of funny. But another funny build that I realized was, and this is really strange. Drawn Buster, I put it on 180, right? I put my heavy Buster on it, so that way it has less burst. I mean, it's still gonna burst because it's 80. I put Drawn Buster on 180 low rush, bro. And it's weird because it comes down to like a 170 height because the low rush kind of like flattens the height, so it's like 175, if that makes sense. It's like a 170, 175. It's a really funny build. It's fun to play with though. But I've been loving like 080 hexa, and like my Nightmail, I'm about to I love Nightmail, man. I didn't know I was gonna like Nightmail. I really didn't know. Like it makes me want to buy a second one because I'm really scared. Oh, bro, I might start using Wolf the more I think about it. Because now that I got my second one, I might have to start using the Wolf. Maybe I'll pull out Wolf for the next tournament. I can't wait for JD. Are you going to the plastics event on the 29th? Because I'm gonna have a little raffle going on. It's gonna be X supplies. So maybe we'll do a thing where it's like, see, Neo is gonna let people who don't have that much plastics go first for selecting plastics. I think like people who've never had plastic should go first. I grew up on plastic, so it's like I don't really care if I go last, as long as I get an ice Dronzer, which is gonna be nice. And then I'm gonna maybe I'll ask Aaron to do something where it's like maybe I'll do like a. Or let me think. Let me read this first. Got to pull out the big guns. Want to see the homie up on the podium. But if I pull it off, I don't know how. Like that's what I'm saying. The last time I pulled it off, I had a reliable deck, which was like the fuck was it, bro? It was like it was my whale, but it had a better build. It was like whale on. Fuck did I have it on, bro? I don't remember it, but it was like Wizard Rod 960 ball, obviously, and then I had Drown Sword in the finals. But I was shuffling some other shit in there, man. I don't even remember. It was like Phoenix, but Phoenix kept failing me. But it was probably more than likely like Silver Wolf. It probably was Silver Wolf. It was like Silver. It's probably Wolf, Whale, and Rod, and then or Phoenix. It was always Phoenix. And then like in the finals, I just pulled out the sword. I was like, Longinus gave me this idea, so I'm gonna do it. But you should. I don't own any plastics though. Are there loaners? Oh no. So on his birthday, we're all gonna get free plastics that he 3D printed. So we're gonna get free 3D printed plastics, and I think there will be loaners for building a full deck. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work, but I think maybe we get three. I don't know if we all get three, but I know we all should get at least one free 3D printed plastic, and it'll be your choice. So if you've never had plastics, you should go there because you'll get one. You know, yeah. I mean, what's crazy is like whoever wins like on the big stage Z, it's really gonna be nice because I'm gonna have so much fun filming it. And oh, you're not going? Wait, you're not going? Swear to God. Oh, okay. Um, I think you told me that too. I almost forgot that you're not going. But yeah, whoever wins on that big stage, it'd be nice to film and then champion them on YouTube and shit. Put that information out there. It'd be crazy if it's someone that's not from our group. Bro, hold on 1 second. There's like a grandma's funeral set. Oh, right. That was you that told me that. Someone else told me that their elder had passed. But let me show you this cat if I can zoom in. Bro's just watching me. It's hella blurry though. But he was sitting there the whole time. He don't give a fuck about nothing. I looked to my left. I just saw something moving. I was like, "What is that?" Bro's just chilling. Yeah, little Leon Claw over there. You know. No, he's on top of the what do you call this? He's on the edge. He's a Leon Crest. He's a Leon Crest. He's on the edge. That's crazy. He's on top of the rocks. I'm scared of him. I'm scared of the cat. But yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be a crazy like next couple of weeks. And then Tay Boogie, I was talking to him yesterday. He locked in the JD. I don't know. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know. I haven't checked the Discord because I've been out. The cat with the aura. I'm saying over 9,000 on the rocks. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe Tuck posted it finally in the calendar. But there's an event. There's like a casual meet on Saturdays. It's gonna be in Tacoma at some community center. I forget exactly what it is, but I think it's downtown Tacoma. I could be wrong. I got all this shit in my shoe. Um, that's gonna be Saturdays and it's gonna be on days that aren't event days. Posted up like Piccolo, yeah, and just like over here, he's not really sunbathing, but he's just like bathing himself. It's good. Leave the cat alone. Don't go over there. All right, good. Pros be fucking with people all the time. Yeah, these birds in my neighborhood, I've fed them since I've been feeding them for years, 2008, feeding them since '08. And I guess there's like a whole thing about if you if you feed crows or something, they remember you. You peeped. It's only like 10 minutes away from. Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know you were down there. I'm thinking of someone else because I think Longina said he was in Olympia, but I forgot you're in that area. 10 minutes away from me. Hopefully, hella people pop up. I think they will. And I'm about to reach out to Expo. I feel like you met Expo. He's a big ass dude. Look like a football player and shit. And I'm gonna tell him because he lives in Auburn. Him and his homie Rome. I'm gonna like come out to Tacoma. I'm gonna have to try and do an actual tournament down there. It's funny. I did talk to Chinatown, and they gave me their prices. I'm willing to pay for that shit because it's an hourly fee, it's a room fee, and then it's like the actual person who's assigned to be there on a Sunday, if not Saturday. It's that fee. I'm willing to do that for a tournament. Oh, and you're an organizer. Hey, JD, I didn't know if you know, Z finally became a certified organizer. So we were congratulating him yesterday to today, past 24 hours. Past 24 hours. So Z became an organizer, approved or whatever. And then somebody messaged me, was it this morning or last night? My guy, shout out to, I'm going to say right now, shout out to my guy Sushi Grade, Dan in Portland. Dan in Portland. Them people over there. Man, PDX, man, was good. Sushi Grade became an organizer as well. So Sushi Grade's finally a person. I don't know if Noodle's gonna work on one too. I don't know. There's a good amount of people down there that are really solid and they could do it. Chief Bongo's in here in the chat. Chief, we're just shouting out Sushi. Sushi became a certified organizer. Chief, let me know if anyone else applied and is gonna be certified, because Blader Z became one. Oh, you have to pass the test to be a judge. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I think you got that, man. I think you can lock in for that. I wonder how hard it is. I wonder how hard that is. I'm kind of pause, but I just wonder I wonder what if they do like an eye test? They're like, we got to make sure your eyes are good so you can see who's the final spin finish. Is it hard? Really? Damn. Is it like written exam, or like do you have to like? Because I'm assuming it has to be on the computer. It has to be on the computer. But Chief, if you're in the chat, let me know who else is about to be an organizer. We're shouting out Sushi Grade because I think I got the message from you, and I just saw also the announcement in the actual PDX group. And it's funny because I'm wearing this today. Real funny. Wearing this, and I got the. Come on, man. Perfect timing. Perfect timing today. It's just working out. Got all the green. Got all the green today. Whole lot of green. It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. Sushi Grade became a organizer. I was the guy who pretty much was hosting us at Retro Sharks. I think that's what it's called. And then at Gambits. So Sushi was pretty much like organizing all that. So the fact that they're certified, it's only right. It's just due. We have multiple choice. It is okay. Okay, I think you got that. We have others applying now. Will the Stone Owner at Gambits is also trying. That's what's up. Loon and Toki. Okay, I don't remember Loon and Toki by name, but I know if I've seen them by face, I probably remember. I think I met Toki, right? I think I met them. I could be wrong. I was there for like 3 different tournaments, so that was kind of nice. Yeah, it's good, man. It's really good. It's a good sign. Good sign of things to come. I'm really happy about that. I gotta make sure ain't no bugs on me here. That's why I left the other one. Hold on. Proud of Sushi. Awesome dude. He basically started. That's true. That's true. I remember when you first came up here to remember the event in Kent. Were you in the car with Sushi, or who were you with that day? Scene is blowing up though. You know, Sushi. Yeah, Sushi has to make content. I've been watching Spooky's channel. Or what was that? What day? So there was a day. I think you drove up here, and then you went to a tournament that was in Kent. I happened to be working that day. It was probably a Sunday. You're like, man, we're in your town, homie. And then I think you went to Wajimaya too to go look at some stuff, and then you went down to Kent. But the thing was, they had the spots filled up or something like that. But you came to hang out a little bit. You're with Loon. That's what it was. Okay, okay. Loon. I'm trying to remember if I met Loon. I'm pretty sure I met a lot of people when I was down there. I also met those new guys like All Butter No Toast. We're just calling them No Toast. I don't want to call them All Butter. That sounds kind of crazy. Let's call them No Toast. I don't know. Got to keep building Beyblade up more and get it legitimized. I think, man, we got a good. It's been a good year. I'll say. I've only been here since July, if I'm honest, July or August. So the fact that let me do the math, man. It's March. We got April, May, June, July. So we got like 3.5 at least more months until I reach the year. And the fact that all this has happened within a year is really dope. It's really dope. Z, I just realized you're not going to be there for plastics. That's okay, but there will be a raffle, which makes me sad. I'm gonna raffle off some stuff, some a few things here and there. But I was gonna try to prepare the raffle for what's it called? People who don't have X either. So JD, I'm from Seattle, but if you're talking about Chief Bongo or Johnny Bongo, they're down in Portland. There's a PDX group. Matter of fact, if you get a chance, you should go down there, man. You should tap in with them. Came in November and look at the growth since then. November, so it's like what, December, January, February, March. Wait, December, January, February, March. Like four. Yeah, it's a lot has happened in the past. We were heating up in the winter. We made sure the winter was warm. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I got like one final PDX highlight dropping this week, and then I got a whole bunch of X limited highlights dropping too. It's gonna be crazy. See if you can make it, but the chances are low. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think because it is her, her, forgive me, fucks, ceremony and whatnot. Um, oh, there goes 20%. But because it is that, yeah, I'd definitely be present. Like, but even then, I guess if you have the time, I don't know how long this shit's gonna go for. Not a full funeral. Oh, that's right. It's video chat. JD, too far, man. Def want to travel though. Texas scene is pretty insane. The thing is, if you're near Tacoma, you're saving yourself an hour, so that'll only be 2 hours to Portland. And I would just like, if you got enough money from the job, I would say just get a little hotel for a day. I would say rock with them on like a Sunday or a Thursday when they're at Gambits. So check their calendars and stuff. If you go to Gambits, bro, if you go JD, you have no, bro, you may have to go to Portland because if you go to Gambits at Lloyd Center, downtown Portland area, well, it's not really downtown because it's like east of the river, but I don't know how to describe it. But if you go there, you need to see the Canadian scene. I heard it's really big too, man. Latte and Nano holding it down over there. There's some other people like Keo. I don't think I've met Keo though, but yeah. So if you go to Gambits in Portland, they got a whole like they sell everything, like all type of cards and shit. They sell plushies, figurines, all this stuff. Will, the guy who works there, really good dude. And then if you look in the back, they just got straight up like 2-3 racks of his Beyblades. I was over just and Takara told me at that. It's pretty much what Omaya. It's what a Wajimaya thinks they want to be. Wajimaya thinks they want to be like Gambits, but Gambits has it locked. You know what I'm saying? Even when Wajimaya had like all the new Takara Tomy shit. Keo made it. Oh, is Keo Matt or whatever their name was? Is that Matt or something? I'll be fucking up names. Or Max or something. I forgot, but yeah. Probably pop out in Portland sometime around summer. That'd be dope. Yeah, it's a good ass scene over there. I like it. But no man, they like what you might will have shit and then they won't. You know what I mean? And even right now they gotta wait till next month. My bad. Not sure his real name, just no. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, for some reason I just assumed the real name was Keo too. Now I think about it. I just assumed. Damn, I gotta. But yeah, that whole scene, man, is crazy. That's what I'm saying. The whole I-5 scene from Portland to Vancouver, because Bellingham has a scene too. Better get inside before that storm hits today. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I was like, let me do my early stuff. I was gonna go earlier today, but then I was kind of just sitting around at the house. I saw a scene in the beginning of the live because I woke up at 5 a.m. I was like, I actually woke up at 5, but I also slept around 2. So I'm like, I don't know if I should be up right now. I'm forcing it because I wanted to see sunrise. I was like, I think I'm okay. I just need to rest my body a bit, and I got out a little late. But yeah, we'll see. I think I'm gonna do some. I might play the Beyblade game on the Switch, and then I'm gonna play some other games like get my Tetris points in. you know, get some other stuff. Might do a mission on Pokemon real quick, Mystery Dungeon. But I do want to play the Beyblade game. It's kind of addictive. I get it. And let me tell you a funny thing. I don't know if I told you this yesterday. I think that's what I was kind of alluding to. Was I what was I gonna say, bro? I downloaded the Beyblade game on Beyblade Day, so 321, and the thing was on 321. It was like 25% off. Now here's the other thing. It was 25% off. I didn't know it came with DLC stuff on that day. So on Beyblade Day, they had Beyblade X1 or whatever, 25% off, and it had like 3 downloadable contents in it. So I'm just playing the game regularly on live, and then It says, yeah, go talk to the man in the green, and he'll give you your DLCs. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I go there, and then they give me my whale wave. They give me like Silver Wolf and Crimson Garuda. I'm like, what? So yeah, obviously I put whale wave in my deck, and I started using Savage Bear, the orange one, which is really cool. But I get it, man. The game is like not like real life, but it's kind of fun. Like I get it. Like I can make Savage Bear really good in the game. In real life, I'm just getting knocked. But I'm like, what in the world? Yeah, I felt kind of good. I was like, what? They got whale in here, and they got bear, and I can make bear actually competitive. That's crazy. I was winning with bear. There's like a dude at the rank 10 floor of the arena. I think I beat him with bear in the deck, and I was like, there's no way this happens in real life. No way. And it's funny. I put bear on the same build that I made at home. I put him on 560 level. I was like, let me just, or 570. I think that's what they gave me in the game. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, you guys came in at a good time anime moment for real though, for no reason. Only in the animes, only in the games, right? But no, you guys all came in at the great time because I was just sitting here chopping it up about, how my day was yesterday earlier, in like the first 40 or 50 minutes. And then like you guys kind of chimed in, so that was good. I appreciate you guys dropping in. I'm about to go into this store, grab some snacks, charge up the phone, play some games at the house. I might go live right away. We'll see how good my hotspot works. But I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street in a second. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in. Shout out to JD for winning Bremerton's tournament. You're gonna see the footage at 9:30 tonight. Shout out to Z for becoming a official organizer now, and then shout out to Sushi Grade by way of the PDX group, who also became an organizer. And shout out to Chief Bonga for always being here, as always. Shout out to the whole scene. Big up everyone. Turtle Island type stuff right there. I should have worn my Turtle Island hoodie. I'm gonna rock it in a couple days. Actually, it's in my rotation of hoodies. But yeah, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.